What's up guys, Doomwake here. Welcome to another modern video on the channel. Just wanted to say before we get started, happy holidays, Merry Christmas Eve to everybody out there. Hope each and every one of you is having an awesome holiday season. And let's get into what we have for you today. So this is kind of a spicy one. This is a donation deck that we played live on the stream last night. And what we are doing here, there's some different stuff going on. So we're playing Eldrazi's, right? Thought-Knot Seer, you're probably used to that one. We have some other Eldrazi's that you maybe haven't seen before. So we have Blight Herder, which is a card that when you play it, you can take 2 cards from your opponent's exile zone and put them into your graveyard and make 3 1/1s. Ulamog's Nullifier, when it comes into play, you can put 2 cards in your opponent's exile zone from into their graveyard, and you counter target spell. And then Wasteland Strangler is a card that you can put 1 card from their exile into their graveyard and give a creature -3/-3. So you see a common theme here. We're trying to put cards that your opponent has in exile into their graveyard. So, because the thing is, these cards are a little bit above rate for what they do, but you have to find ways to enable them. And the ways that we have to enable them are 4 main deck copies of Relic of Progenitus, which for my money, this is probably one of the best cards in the deck for a couple of reasons. One, obviously, it fuels all of your processor cards. These all have the creature type processors, so that's why this deck is called Processors. So they fuel those cards, but also the way that decks are being built right now. There's a lot of Lurrus, there's a lot of Dragon's Rage Channeler, a lot of Tarmogoyf, a lot of Red and 6. There's a lot of decks that utilize the graveyard. And Relic of Progenitus is just some free splash hate that you get to play main deck, but you don't have to kind of work too hard for it because you're doing other stuff with the Relic. It's not just, you're not only playing it for the graveyard hate aspect, you're also turning on a lot of your other cards. And then we also have 4 copies of Delay, so a card that you may not have seen before. It's a counterspell, but instead of countering the spell, you put it into exile with Suspend. So what you can do is you can play Delay on turn 2, say on whatever their 2-drop is, and then a turn or 2 later, you can play a Wasteland Strangler to, put it in from the exile zone, put it into their graveyard, which means it no longer has Suspend. So it basically turns in Delay into 1 and a blue hard counter if you have a processor. So that's kind of cool as well. And then we have Ashiok, which is another sort of main deck graveyard hate, but also Ashiok exiles a whole bunch of cards to help you turn on your processors. We don't have a ton of Ashioks because they are a little bit clunkier. They cost 3 mana, and your deck is kind of already a little clunky as it is. You have a lot of 3s and a lot of 4s, so you don't want to play a ton of Ashioks, but having access to a couple is nice to help, help fuel the processors, make sure you can keep doing those. And then rounding out the deck, we have two copies of Talisman of Dominance, a card that helps you fight Blood Moon because it makes colored mana and colorless mana to help you cast Thought-Knot Seer. And also, again, you have a lot of 4 mana cards, so a little bit of acceleration can go a long way. And you have a decent number of colorless lands, so you want the extra colored source to be able to, double spell, like cast Ashiok and a Fatal Push in the same turn or something like that. Speaking of which, 4 copies of Fatal Push, I think this is the best removal. We have fetch lands, we have Relic to turn it on, we have Fatal Push, Urza Saga to help, trigger Revolt. So we have a lot of ways to get Revolt online. Also, you can sacrifice a Scion token. And then Thoughtseize is just kind of the best catch-all interactive spell. There's a lot of things that Thoughtseize does. It is not the best in the Lurrus matchups, but it's really good against most of the non-Lurrus decks like Control and Amulet and Belcher and stuff like that. So, and then last but not least, we have 1 copy of Shadow Spear because we are in an Urza Saga deck. Now, it looks weird to only play 3 copies of Saga, but I will say that because we are a little bit more mana hungry and our curve is a little bit higher, where with all the 4s and 5-drops, you don't, losing the land off of Urza Saga is a little bit more detrimental than it would be in some other decks that have Urza Saga. So I don't mind only having 3 copies. You're kind of utilizing it as just effectively more copies of Relic. You're not trying to set up the construct token. Sometimes the games do go like that, and that is nice to have access to, but you don't want a ton of copies of it, so that makes sense to me. And then we have Eldrazi Temple to power out all of our Eldrazi's, because all of the processors also happen to be Eldrazi, so you can cast them ahead of schedule with Eldrazi Temple, some Polluted Deltas to help fix our mana, a couple Dark Slick Shores, and then Underground River, which is effectively a tri-land, because we do have Thought-Knot Seer, which we need colorless mana for. So that's the main deck. Sideboard's kind of all over the place, but we can kind of go one by one. So Dispute, obviously, for control matchups. Hurgle's Recall, good against Hammer Time. Disdainful Stroke, very good against things like, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, Omnath, Solitude, Fury, Cryptic Command, that kind of stuff. So a decent counterspell against the 4-color decks. Damnation for all of your creature matchups. Feed the Swarm, which is mostly here as a concession to Blood Moon, because this deck is a little bit weak to Blood Moon, so we have that as well. Eliminate, we're choosing to go with Eliminate over some other removal spells, because you want to be able to kill Teferi. Like, you have Delay, you have Ulabog's Nullifier, you have a decent number of instant speed plays, and Teferi can be a bit of a beating sometimes, so you want Eliminate over some other, more cheap or efficient removal spells because it hits Teferi. Cling to Dust, which is cool because it's another way to exile cards to be able to fuel your processors, and it helps you, in a longer game, you can kind of get some card advantage that way. We have another copy of Ashiok Dreamrender in the sideboard, because there are, very graveyard-heavy decks that we want access to more of those. We have an Ashiok Nightmare Muse, which is mostly here for mid-range and control matchups when we need an additional threat. And then we have Engineered Explosives for Hammer Time, and, Rhinos as well. And then we have some additional Urza Saga targets in the sideboard here. Pithing Needle, very good against Planeswalkers, and Expedition Map for the grindier matchups when we want to be able to kind of chain Urza Sagas, because those are the matchups where we really want access to a bunch of Sagas when we just want to keep pumping out Construct tokens. So that's the deck list. I had a lot of fun with this. It's actually the second time that we played this on the stream. A couple of weeks back, the same person did a donation for it as well, and I thoroughly enjoyed this deck. It's a lot of fun to play. There's a lot of cool different lines you can take, and a different way to approach kind of the Eldrazi stuff. So I hope you all enjoy the video. Again, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. I'm gonna hold up this on 1 in case they have a 2-drop. Maybe that was bad. What land would you have played there on turn 1 Killagerm? I think there's arguments for both. There's actually arguments for all 3 lands, I think. It's pretty close, right? So, Jeskai Murktide, probably. Would Alter Dementia just be better in this deck? Well, it's not better than Grinding Station, because Grinding Station allows you to sacrifice any artifact, but Alter only allows you to sacrifice creatures. So you only play Temple if you... Oh, so you're saying because I have the Thought Knot, you would have played Temple on 1? Like, I guess my question is, if we play Temple on 1 and they have Ragavan, is it bad for us? I think 1 Ragavan hit's probably okay, and it's, like, worth the upside of drawing the second Temple, I think. So. Yeah, that's fair. The first Ragavan hit is, like, kind of whatever. And it's probably worth the upside of playing the Thought Knots here. They're going to counter all my Thought Knot Seers, but I'm not going to not cast them. They have instant sorcery lands, so no Delirium, can't heat it. Obviously, they can counterspell it, but... I've been thinking this could be the end of me. Oh! That is not what I expected. That is definitely not what I expected. Dude, that's hilarious. Do I have to take the ending? I mean, I think I could beat a Demolich, right? Because they can go Manamorphose, Bolt, Scour. They have to find a spell, right? Or a land for Mending. Stupid fucking Urborg. I'm gonna take Ending. I don't know if that's right, but... Given their hand is Bolt and a bunch of cantrips, and they can't actually kill the Thought Knots here, I think it makes sense. How good is Relic in this matchup, though? Jeez. I'll take a Relic, please. Oh, right, they have this. So they can play the Demilich either way, but... Fetch land would be gas. Right, well, we also have the Urborg, right? They don't even need the Manamorphose. We just have the Urborg in play. So they don't even need the Manamorphose to kill the Thought-Knots here. We just have this. Yeah, I forgot about the salvaging, but I think it's still right to take the ending. They made double red. They draw another bolt. Yeah, they drew a bolt. Okay. Okay. They're gonna have cards in exile though, so I can potentially Wasteland Strangler if I want to. Let's see, we draw. So what did they cast that turn? They played Manamorphose. Did they play Thoughtscour? They Manamorphose, Thoughtscour. Yeah, Manamorphose, Thoughtscour, Bolt. Okay. So we know they have Faithful, Mending, and Unknowns. So I can either Wasteland Strangler, kill the Demilich, play Shadow Spear, play tap land, pass, or I can Thought-Knot Sear them. The problem with Thought-Knot Searing them is... Oh, they don't have any bolts left. So they actually can't double bolt the Thought-Knot Sear. Yeah, I don't... I'm going to play the Thought-Knot Sear. I don't know if this is right, but... Phoenix Salvaging, Morphos, Thoughtscour. Oh, they discarded the Mending to the Salvaging, sure. Just take Faithless Salvaging? No, because then they can just go Manamorphose, Mending, discard the Phoenix. I guess I can just take the Phoenix. Then play the Shadow Spear. Yeah. Yep, Phoenix out of here. But yeah, because they have no bolts left in their deck, they can't, even if they can't double bolt with Demilich. I don't think, I mean, I'm not going to block, but... Yeah, especially when they have all four bolts in their graveyard. So they just can't kill this, right? I guess they could find Prismatic Ending, but they don't have enough mana, so... They went bottom top. Okay. Demolish is a 4/4 in Alchemy? Is it really? That's hilarious. Alright, they found a Phoenix. So I take 7. I would love to draw a land here. So I can go TKS equip. I can at least go Strangler equip. Even if I don't find a land. Yeah, let's go Strangler equip. I want to kill this thing. You can have a Thoughtscour. So I go to 14, they go to 8. And I do technically have lethal in play. It's the best kind of lethal, technical lethal. Now obviously I have a blocker, but... How many Phoenixes have they gone through? Only 2, right? They still have 2 left. Okay. What do we got? Thought Scour. No Phoenix. Hatashi! Otashi! Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate that, buddy. Hope you had a... That was... I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Thank you for the raid, Hatashi. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, everybody, from Hatashi's stream. We are deep into the night here of Donation Deck Thursday. Got some sweet brews. This is the last league of the night. We're playing some blue-black processors. If you want to take a look at the deck list, exclamation point deck. What the hell is this hot mess? You're saying you've never seen Modern All-Star Wasteland Strangler in action before? Ooh, it's a lot of fatal pushes. Do I just attack with both? I think both is a fine attack, right? It's super awkward. I need to find a fetch land. I could also just not attack, but then they get to flash something back with this. A tough spot, huh? What if I attack with just this? They block with Phoenix, then I push this. Yeah, then I can go, they block here, then I push this, play Thought Knots here. I think that's good. I think I like that play. Strangler is naturally good against a deck that... Yeah, exactly. If your opponent suspends Footfalls on one, and you can Strangler. The problem is you have to kill itself, but, you know. Okay, I think this is good for me. Because I get a Revolt trigger. Revolting, as it were. It's like 3 mana and get rid of your Footfalls. It's not the worst exchange, right? Gut shot me. Okay. I have been gut shot. I have been shot by a gut. Alright, they have no spells. So Fatal Push that. If they don't have a spell, they might just replay the Demolich, and then if I draw a fetch land, they die. Or a Relic, basically any way to trigger Revolt. Or another Strangler kills them too, so. Don't wanna listen. Hatashi, what'd you do tonight? Just play Magic? Let down. Question is, do I offer the trade? I feel like trade's kind of bad for me. I don't think I'm going to offer the trade. Because they can just recast their thing. Yeah, no trade. Definitely no trade. Trading seems kind of horrendous. Because I can just take a hit from the Demolich. They can't... I don't even know if they can attack, right? I mean, they can replay this thing, but... That trade seems kind of bad for me. Because they could find Prismatic Ending. Remember, they have 4 colors of mana because of the Urborg, so if they find Prismatic Ending, they can kill a Thought-Knot here. Maybe I'm supposed to Thoughtseize them, because it's, like, not really getting any better. But no, because if they had Ending, they would have certainly cast Ending over playing Demolich, right? Like, 100%. Yeah, there's no way they would play... There's no way they would play Demolich over playing Prismatic Ending that turn. Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, the question is, what am I holding the Thoughtseize for? It might have been right to cast the Thoughtseize, because if they drew a spell, even just taking literally any spell out of their hand would have been good. And, like, it's not like it's getting any better, right? I probably should have cast it. Equip to block. Oh, you're right. Yep. That I definitely should have done. Should equip to block, yeah. You're right, you're right, you're right. Yeah, we didn't even draw a relic this game. Well, we drew a relic on suspend, but... What are they targeting? Lightning Bolt. Okay. I'm not going to block. I will un-F6, though. Okay, gut shot happens. So is that their... How many spells is that? I'm just going to take 4. Because I can just end of turn Fatal Push. They're untapped creatures. Like, if I Fatal Push in combat, they can just replay the Demolich. So. Yeah, now I can just Fatal Push this end of turn. This should be good. Alright, up a game. Up a game versus Phoenix. Cling to Dust, good. Ashiok, good. Mystical Dispute, maybe good. Stroke, bad. Hercule's Recall, bad. Damnation, Feed the Swarm, no. Eliminate, definitely not. No. No. How good is Fatal Push against our opponent? Also, Thoughtseize seems kind of bad, right? I wonder if Thoughtseize is our worst card. Maybe just cut all of the Thoughtseizes and play the Damnation or the Dispute. Probably the Dispute, right? Maybe cut a Fatal Push for a Dispute. Fatal Push is just not that good against their setup. Like, pushing a Phoenix or a Demolich is not really where you want to be, right? It's kind of the same thing with Damnation, you know? You just Damnation their stuff, they just get it all back. Right, exactly, yeah. The 60-card main deck is good enough against them, but we have some small upgrades. Like, I do think Thoughtseize is kind of bad. Maybe, is Thoughtseize better than Push to take their Prismatic Innings to protect Relic? Actually, maybe I should have done that. They don't usually play Ragavan, but honestly, Thoughtseize for Prismatic Ending is probably better than Fatal Push. Yeah, they don't play Ragavan. This is a monkey-free zone. Monkeys can't hurt you here. So... Oh, this hand's good because we have Talisman. Yeah, okay. I was like, we didn't have black mana, but we do have black mana. TK Maverick, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate the kind words about the Eldrazi Rhinos. Just 3 of the League of My Puck Stoneforge deck, never dropped a game. Nice! Congratulations, coach. Is that your first cube draft? Yeah, this hand was good, and then we drew Relic, and this hand's like a million times better. This hand is just like 1,000 times better. I should have Relic'd main phase, but... whatever, I'll Relic now. Oh, they thought scoured me. That's where we're going now, huh? That's where we're going now. We're already at the Thought Scour U stage of the game. What'd you have in your deck, coach? I could EOT cast the Cling, just to use my mana. Yeah, I'll save it. I don't know what I'm saving it for. Kind of just like a rainy day, but... I'm just gonna make Saga tokens. Oh, what a wonderful... I'd rather just make Saga tokens, honestly, Killagerm. Maybe that's worse against Bolt, but... yeah, you can send a screenshot. I don't mind. Can also hold up Blade Herder this way, or Nullifier. You can just post it in chat if you want to. If you have a link to it, you can do like a link to Imager. Card cast Demolish. So I just countered that Pop Relic. Or I can just dispute it, and then, yeah, dispute, make a token. It's a good turn. I mean, this game's just over, right? You spend this time with... You say you're... Attack you. I was thinking of explosives, but yeah, Coach. If you just like take the image, you can upload it to the website Imager. I don't know if you're familiar with that website, but if you just upload it to Imager, then you can post the Imager link in chat. That should be fine. Or if you have a screenshot and you want to send it in Discord, you can do !Discord. Send it over there. I don't care about this, right? I mean, not that I can respond to it anyways, but... They have another prismatic ending? What's this? Wear Tear, maybe? I don't know what they have. There it is, link picture. Black-White Stoneblade, 2 Moxes, that's hot. 2 Moxes, land tax, Path to Exile, and Tomb, him, Stoneforge. Man, this deck looks sweet. And you have the Archon too. Honestly, this might be a hot take, but I think Archon is the best Reanimator target in the cube. I don't know if that's how hot of a take that is, but... Yeah, on-color Mox too. That's sick. That's a sick deck. I'm going to go to attacks first, see what they do. See how they would like to address the situation. God, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten in like 8 hours. Yeah, a lot of options. I'm going to attack first, see what they do. Kind of want to just play this, just because it puts more stuff into play. Yeah, that resolves. That resolves. Yeah, I'm just going to play the Blade Herder and hold up the relics. Just because it's more material, you know? I should have reliced them first, but whatever. This is kind of like garbage time at this point. Yeah, Shieldred Whispering 1 is reanimation target, but also yeah, Archon is nuts. I think Archon's the best reanimator target. For sure. Archon is just so sick. The thing about Archon is even if they can kill it, the trigger alone, you already got a card out of their hand, and a creature or a planeswalker, and you got the removal spell that they used, and you drew a card, right? So even if they kill it, it's still a 4-for-1. You know, it's like... into you. Opponent has had enough. Our opponent has had enough. That seems like a good matchup. Okay. This hand is weird. So, I think it's a keep. Even though I don't have a second colored source to play the Ashiok, like I have turn 1 Thoughtseize, if I draw a Thought-Knot Seer, I could potentially play Temple on 1. This hand's got some upside, right? I think this hand's got some upside. Fatal Push, huh? Alright, I'm gonna Thoughtseize them. Excuse me. My Thoughtseize, yeah? What you got? Consider. Is this back-to-back Phoenix opponents? No, not even close. Well, this is not good. So I guess I take a Moon and hope to draw Delay or Thoughtseize. But they can just ice me. Our deck is kind of weak to Blood Moon, huh? I guess we could draw a Talisman. Birdo's okay versus Moon. Yeah, I could hope to draw a fetch land. Maybe I take Fire Ice. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to take Fire Ice. Yeah, they also don't have fetch lands. But, like, Ashiok could be too slow anyways, right? Okay, I drew a basic. That was really good. So I can just play this, get a basic Swamp, and then have 2 castable spells through the Blood Moon. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's palatable, you know? Beatdown mode, engage. Beatdown mode, engage. Okay. So they bounce that. That's not good. Alright, your turn. That was a pretty good draw. I would have taken that if that was in their opening hand. Really? Okay. They have a counterspell? Probably have a counterspell here, right? Well, this is not good. Our deck is not the best against a Blood Moon strategy. Not the best against a Blood Moon strategy. I mean, we have talismans. Need to find a talisman, but it's not a talisman. Yeah, it's just like the card Blood Moon. It's such a beat. Like, I think we're fine against most control decks because we have Saga. It's specifically the Blood Moon control decks, like this exact configuration of cards that's like Blood Moon counterspells Planeswalkers. That's kind of what we struggle against, you know? It just is what it is. If you sing alone. Okay. Your turn. They're down 3 counterspells. I guess that's a plus. Hey, Killer Charm, is there any way for this deck to play a companion? I don't think there is, right? Like, there's just... It's not physically possible. Unless you wanted to go the Orion route. Yeah, we're not out of it yet. Like, we don't have a ton of turns, because they're just going to keep brainstorming, but... God, the Keranos is online too. So remember how I said last time that we had a bunch of turns? Yeah, we no longer have that many turns. They also revealed Counterspell? No, they revealed Steam Bets, okay. Yeah, that whole thing last turn about having draw steps, we no longer have those draw steps. It is like a carousel. That is indeed a Keranos. The god of storms. The god of storms. Yeah, when's the last time you saw Keranos in play? Alright, game 2. I'm going to bring in EE for Blood Moon, because we can't beat that card. I'm going to bring in Mystical Dispute. Disdainful Stroke. Both Planeswalkers. Cling to Dust. Maybe Needle? Maybe... The map is, like, kind of sketchy. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the map, because map for Saga's not the best plan against Blood Moon. How does this look? Maybe cut the shadow. Yeah, we don't need the Shadow Spear, right? That's 60. You want the map? I don't know, though. The map is really bad against Blood Moon, right? I guess the map finds basics. Like, if we just randomly draw the map and they have a Blood Moon in play, we can find a basic. What do you want to cut? You want to cut the Disdainful Stroke? Oh, Feed the Swarm kills Blood Moon, too. That's a good point. Feed the Swarm does kill Blood Moon. Feed the Swarm does kill Blood Moon. Do you want to cut... EE for Blood Moon, because we can fetch the island and the swamp, and it kills Blood Moon. That's my thought process behind it, but you think it's too slow, maybe? I don't know. I think we need all of the answers to Blood Moon. It's like an all hands on deck kind of thing, because we have to answer Blood Moon, I think. And they give us the third color with the Blood Moon, right? I cut the Stroke. I could also cut a Saga. That actually kind of makes sense, right? Because Saga's pretty bad against Blood Moon. I'm down with that, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Because, like, drawing a lot of Sagas against an active Blood Moon can be a liability. I think Ashiok's good. Nah, no basic waste. You don't need the basic waste because you have Talisman. I'm going to keep this because I have 2 basics. I don't know if I should keep this, but... This hand doesn't outright lose to Blood Moon, I guess. That's my defense against for keeping it. Suffer the same before I'm gone. That's not bad. Because now we have 2 basics. If they play Blood Moon, I can play this for 3, so it's not that bad. Temple would be sick here. I'll take that. That's not bad. Should play around Spell Pierce, maybe. Okay, they have 2 Blood Moons. I'm definitely not taking those. I'm going to take Charm. Definitely going to take Charm there. I'm actually going to potentially wait until they play both Blood Moons. Alright, so they played Scalding Tarn. I assume they're going to cast Blood Moon here. No, they didn't cast Blood Moon. Fire, Ice. Okay. Relic's actually not too bad. Question is, do I cycle it main phase? Just to try and hit my land drop? No, I don't... Actually, I probably do, right? I do really want to hit my land drop, especially if they tap out for Blood Moon and I draw another land for Blight Herder. And I have enough cards exiled already that I think it's okay. Like, I don't need to keep the Relic going as long as I have some number of cards in exile. I think that's fine. Okay, so they have Island, Moon, Snare, Sinkhole, 1 Unknown. That was actually a really good draw too. So I could play the Explosives. I could also just hold up Nullifier, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna hold up Nullifier. Because they can Spell Snare the Talisman. Maybe playing it this way was kind of bad. Maybe I should have just played the Explosives that turn. They're also not committing the other Blood Moon. Kind of just want to keep passing until I miss a land drop. This is, what, 2 cards? Okay, 2 cards. Maybe I popped that Relic too early. Alright, as long as I keep making land drops, I'm okay just passing. As long as I keep making land drops. Nice Lighthouse Blood Moon combo. Spell already confirmed. Nature's Claim over Force of Vigor works fine in his deck. Nice. Well, there you go. Now it's Rhino time. So I could Thoughtseize Blightherder. They probably have a shit ton of counterspells, right? We know 3 of their cards, though. I'm just going to Thoughtseize them. Okay. So they have Sinkhole, Spell Snare, Blood Moon. I'm just going to jam. If they want to Sinkhole this, that's fine. Have some lands back. Like, this just puts an immense amount of pressure on them, too, right? I don't really care if they kill this. Still have 3 1/1s. And their hand's just nonsense, right? Thoughtseize take Spell Snare, drop Thought Knot. Yeah, could have maybe done that, too. But they countered the Thoughtseize anyways. Yeah, the Scions can also cast Thought Knots here. Okay. That's actually kind of funny, because now I can pop the explosives. If I even want to. To be honest with you, I kind of don't really care about the Blood Moons. I think I'm just going to play another Blightherder. Like, I don't really care about these, right? I'm just going to cast other shit. I could also sacrifice a Scion to play the Herder and hold up Nullifier. But there's not enough cards, right? Because I need 2 cards for... Yeah, there's not enough cards. Yeah, I'm just going to play with the Blightherder. I do have to give them one of these 2 cards back. If they have Snapcaster Mage. So I guess I'll put the Charm in their graveyard, because they already have a Charm in the graveyard. You know what I mean? Okay. So we know about a Spell Snare and some unknowns. Do I want to cast anything? I think the answer is no. That doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it's a Brainstorm, right? But yeah, we have 6 power anyways. I'm just going to send everything at Jace, see what they do. So we still know about the Spell Snare. Is there a chance they put it back? I kind of don't want to play the Talisman into the Spell Snare, just in case they kept it. Could pass. I'm down to pass. I could have also played the Explosives and then played the Cavern. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wouldn't have had enough to... Unless I wanted to sack Scions, I wouldn't have had enough to play the Thought Knots here, but... Alright, they played a Mountain. I mean, they're just going to lose to these 6 1/1s, right? Like, I don't have to do anything. I'm just going to attack you with some 1/1s. They have a Snapcaster Mage. Okay. That's a second card in exile for my Nullifier, which is pretty good. Trade happens. Go. I'm just gonna keep passing. Draw 2, that's fine. I can't counter that. Now I can counter something. What's this? Keranos. I would like to say no. Choose this. Ooh. They definitely don't have a counterspell either, right? Or else they would have countered this. Cryptic Command. Alright, no more cards in exile, so I can't counter that. I can Thought Knot Seer into Ashiok, though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can Thought Knot Seer Ashiok. Snow really tried. Dumic wins. Alright, game 3. Let's go. That was a sweet game. Remember how I said our deck was bad against Blood Moon? Well, They play Blood Moon on turn 3, and, you know, I guess our post-board plan is a little bit better against it, but... The sand's really good, right? I like the sand. Should I Needle Scalding Tarn? Thoughts on Needle Scalding Tarn? That's just stupid, right? Yeah, it's probably bad. I'm just gonna wait. I'll wait. I always like... You always think that needling a fetch land is a cool play. Ah, no! Punished. Punished. Did I really get punished? If they have Counterspell Blood Moon and I play Thought Not Seer, it's really bad. I could hold up Delay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just hold up Delay here. Yeah, because I can just wait until I have 4 lands, and I can go Thought Not Seer with Delay back up. Coward. I mean, I should have played the Needle, right? Needle would have been game. Well, maybe they have other lands in their hand, but... I'm actually going to play this land in case they ice one of my blue sources. Why you gotta be like that, Jake Freeze? Why you gotta be like that? No. Oh, they have Spell Snare. Well, I guess we lose to Spell Snare. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Any Sages in the chat? Any Sages in the chat? I did draw E. That is true. What's up, peace and love? Head into the eggnog. I wish I had some eggnog. I need some eggnog so I can process losing to a deck from 2011. Think you were too passive early? Yeah, maybe I should just jammed. Maybe I lost this game because I didn't just jam. Ragavan Croxabolt. I guess I will take the Ragavan because I can't beat it. Blackcleave Cliffs. If I Thoughtseize them, take Bolt. Thoughtseizing them is good if they drew Voidwalker. Interesting. It's probably better to use my mana on Delay. If they cast Croxa, like if I pass and don't Thoughtseize and they play Croxa, what am I discarding? Probably this, right? So far away from it. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I want to delay in case they drew Voidwalker. Alright, it's fine. I'm not gonna delay that. It's unfortunate. So they played Cliffs, Croxa. Urborg, Cairns, Bolt. They say you were created to do great things. Okay, Thoughtseize you. Take your Luris. Play this. Pass. Yeah, and before, how many lands are we playing? The correct answer is enough. I'm not going to fetch here because I kind of want to draw land. Okay, am I okay with them heat plus bolting my Thoughtnuts here? I think I am, because I can just take the best card out of their hand after they... You know what I mean? It's kind of like an even trade. I also just, like, with the Wreckage, I kind of want to just empty my hand. So, they're probably going to kill it, but I think that's fine. Actually, this is bad. Because now they just go Heat, Bolt, and then Croxa me. Okay, this was dumb. Yeah, this was horrible. I should have just held the delay. I forgot about the Croxa. Oh. Wait, really? Why wouldn't they kill the Thoughtnuts here? Okay. Sure. Interesting. I guess they're just okay with me having a Thoughtnuts here? Because the Croxa blanks it? I mean, it's pretty bad if I draw Fatal Push, right? Alright, Fatal Push, I guess, please? Because now their Luris is exiled. Two great things. Fatal Push. Little late to the party there, buddy. Little late to the party there, buddy. Just gonna eat 6. I think I might have to eat 6 here. I could double block. Just lose the game if they have a bolt. Oh my god. I mean, I guess, is that better than losing the game just to the Croxa? Yeah, I kind of have to. I have to. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. I'd rather lose the game to a bolt than lose the game to onboard stuff, so. Well, if they don't have a bolt, they're going to get punished for not killing the Thoughtnuts here later. Yeah. Like, there was... The turn they bolted me, there was no reason to do that, right? Because they could have just killed the Thoughtnuts here for free that turn, but... Alright, Relic? Relic could be a sick draw. Ashiok also a good draw. Am I upkeep... Hold on, do I upkeep activate this? So, any spell that I draw outside of Blight Herder, I could just cast, right? So I only get punished for not activating the Wreckage upkeep if I draw exactly Blight Herder. I think that's just not worth it. I think I'd rather just draw a spell. Okay, that kind of sort of punishes me, but... I think I'm also not going to play around Ragavan, because I kind of want the life. Obviously, I could hold this back if they dash Ragavan, but... Black. Alright, they did have the Ragavan. Now I can hold it back, so... Oh my god. Okay. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Go. Cause you know I'm just a little too drunk. It's a Black Ragavan now. Draw a card EOT. Sure. No blocks. Just going to hold Ragavan. Okay, I will activate. Land. Not a good draw. Spell. Good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. That actually blanks the Blightherder too. What do we got? All right. Equip and then attack, or attack and then equip post combat. Yeah. Attack first, equip post combat. Because even if they draw Ragavan, they still can't really attack. I'll regret it. So they have 2 lands in their hand. Let's see what they draw. They drew probably a land if they're not attacking. All right. Ooh. Not a bad one. Makes it so they can't double block the Thought-Knots here now. That's actually quite good. It's in who we came with. It does turn on Kroxa, though, right? If they have a fetch land and it turns on Kroxa. This was kind of a weird game, wasn't it? I think I maybe messed up. The turn that I played Thought-Knots here, I think I was supposed to hold up Delay because we knew about the Kroxa in their graveyard, but... So they heat the Strangler, I go to 12. But this is lethal in 2, right? And it's a 3/4 flyer, so... I could draw a card to try to not take 3 damage, but I think I'd rather just draw any spell. Like, any spell is really good here, so... I mean, I don't think we need anything. We're still ahead. We're ahead because we have an unblockable creature, right? Alright, did not draw any spell. It's unfortunate. Cool thing is, if they attack with Kroxa, I can discard this and then activate the Seagate Wreckage again, so that's kind of cool. Oh shit, I should have equipped post. Well, the problem with equipping after is if I equip after, I can't activate the Wreckage, right? If I pay 2 to equip, I then can't activate the Wreckage. So I think it's better to do it this way, and then before damage, draw a card. You know what I mean? And I can still find push. Maybe it's too bad to not be able to blank the Blightherder. It's super close, I think. Plays around Bolt too. Oh yeah, because if I move, then I get bolted. So I guess I just chump block, right? Yeah, I just chump block. I can't go to 2 because then they just bolt me. All right, cool. Yeah, right. If I move the equipment, then they can bolt the flyer. So. All right, so Rakdos. Ashok's good. Kling is good. Map no. Needle no. Explosives. It's good, right? Because they have all 1s and 2s. They have Ragavan, DRC, Kroxa, Turok, Voidwalker. I think Explosives is decent. I don't want any of the counterspells. I don't mind Eliminate. I think these are bad. Ashok could be good. I think Thoughtseize is really bad in like these kind of Thoughtseize-ish mirrors. You know what? I kind of want to cut Thought-Knots here. How does this look? How does this look if I cut Thought-Knots here? It just lines up so poorly against Unholy Heat, right? Does that look weird if I do it like this? Or do we feel like we don't have enough threats if I do that, or no? Because Seer is really bad against Heat. And Terminate. Interesting. What do you think, Killerdrum? Would you cut Thought-Knots here in this matchup, or no? thought we played this last week, 2 weeks ago. Why can't you play Suspend this deck? We tried Suspend the last time we played this, and every time we drew it just wasn't that good. You could, though. If they can keep their graveyard down to make Unholy Heat bad. Yeah, that is true. What else do you want to play Thought-Knot Seer over, though? Because I like all of my cards. Maybe Delay? Would you rather have in this matchup? Thought-Knot Seer or Delay? Maybe Thought-Knot Seer is better than Delay. Because the issue with Delay is a lot of their cards are cheap, right? So delaying a cheap card is, you just like never end up ahead in the exchange. Yeah. We could try Thought-Knot Seer over Delay. I think that makes sense. I think I'll buy that. Because between Ashiok and Relic, we can keep their graveyard in check and Cling. So as long as we can keep their graveyard in check, then turn off Heat, Thought-Knot Seer is still pretty good. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Alright, gotta keep this. I kind of don't want to keep the Ashiok in this hand, because it's a 5-card hand. I guess I could just keep 2 spells, 3 lands. So, put back... River... Island? Sure. Stands are meaningless. They're playing Rakdos Luris. Could have played the fetch there to represent a Fatal Push. Maybe they wouldn't go for a Dash Ragavan, but... yeah. I might not have gone for it if I played Delta. So wouldn't change. Just take Strangler, right? Play versus draw is so sick against Ragavan. It's like the only thing that matters. That's another thing I hate about Modern. It just feels like the only thing that matters in every single matchup is play versus draw, you know? It's just like, I don't know. It doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good. Laying in bed, sick with regret at 3 a.m. I know, but, like, you gotta admit, Ragavan kind of exacerbates the issue. Like, Ragavan is, like, that times 1,000, you know? It's not a bad draw, but I think I'm supposed to just make a Saga token here. Because if I Relic them, they just get to Croxa, or, well, shit. Now if they have a fetch, they can just Croxa me. Because they could also have a removal spell for the token. On again. It's where they fucking jostle it. Yeah. If I go for Thought-Knot Seer, if I go for Thought-Knot Seer and they have another Heat, I basically just lose the game on the spot. So I think I'm going to try and Relic them first. Go. It's not good. Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have just popped the Relic now. Yeah, I should have popped the Relic main phase. Okay, well, They gave me the opportunity, so I'm here for it. Here's where they fucking jostling. More than friends. Once again, my fourth Ragavan paper. You look at bands. I've had my set for like a couple weeks now, playing the prowess deck at FNM. That's one of my better draws. I don't know if it's good enough, but definitely one of my better draws. Probably have Terminate. Shocker. Have fun fucking jostling. Word. But it was where they fucking jostling. I don't know. I don't actually think that Monkey's gonna get banned. I don't know, man. It's just, the play patterns are so stupid. It's so bad. It's just like... 1, 2, 3... Guess this. They have a land in their hand. Let's see what they draw. I mean, yeah, Luris too, right? But Luris has been a problem for a long time. That it seems you were never enough. 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm just gonna make a token because I want to equip Shadow Spear. So if I go, yeah, this is way better. Play land, equip, attack. They've conceded from the game. Cool. All right, that was easy. On the play, this hand's bad. This hand's worse. I guess. This hand's acceptable. It's not good, but what they reveal? Shocker. The darkest stops. When is the next modern BNR, or do we not stand on soapboxes? I don't know when the next one is. You know, I don't think they've announced anything. Mm-hmm. Once MH2 boxes stop selling. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah, they've had a January BNR, I think, every year for the past, like, 7 years, right? You would have kept the 7? You would have kept 6 lands Relic? You would have kept 6 lands Relic? There wasn't even a saga. There was no saga. If one of them was a saga, maybe, but... There was a temple. I think it was Temple, Watery Grave, Delta, Underground River, some other random mana land, and then a relic. You said and lost. Okay, fair. As long as we're on the same page about that. Oh, tell me, was it worth it? Ooh. I'm not gonna pop the relic yet. I need a second card in exile for the Nullifier. And or the Blight Herder. I could push EOT. Not super aggressive. I'm just gonna chill. I'll take 2 a turn for a while. Like, they're not threatening anything. I can just play this. I can just do this for a while. Are they really not gonna pick up Lurrus? What if all the streamers go unstruck until WotC fixes something? It'd be hard to get everybody to agree to that. I doubt they would even really care that much. Yeah, I probably should pop this now. Go. I really wanted to find a land there, but... Maybe they'll sack a clearing. Stoneforge Mystics. The last card's Lurrus. Again, no reason to cast the push yet. They got a plating. Okay, that one's kind of an issue. Well, I might have to cast the push. Okay. Because now that they have the plating, I have to kill every creature, basically. Alright, something. It's not really something. Missing on land drops, man. Watching Eldrazi Rhinos? Nice. Thank you, hamster. This is super awkward. The last card's Lurrus. I guess I can Thoughtseize the Lurrus and then pop this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm fucked. I think I have to go Thoughtseize, and I have to draw land. I think I have to pop this. Please give me a land. Please? Come on. Oh, this is so bad. Man. Sentinel, sure. Makes the plating bigger. Wait. Oh, okay, they're just going to equip here. They just wanted to activate the Nexus for more damage. So this is 9. I go to 3. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. I think I have to draw exactly Temple. Alright, well, I don't know if we're dead, but... I don't know if we're dead. Not in great shape. Yeah, land check. Land check, hello? So, it's a 7-2... No, we are still dead, right? Because it's 8... No, I think I go to 1 if they draw 2 lands. I think I'm dead to any spell. Man, rough game to lose. Alright, yeah, even. So, explosives, needle, eliminate, damnation, feed the swarm. All the counter spells are bad. Hercules is good. I don't think I want a ton of Ashioks. I think I want some. I actually kind of don't like Thoughtseize against Hammer. I think I'm going to cut a Nullifier. How does that look? Looks good, right? Play 2 Ashioks, but not the third one. Yeah, this looks good. Let's go with that. Alright, play first. I will play first. The sand plays. The sand definitely plays. Making a shadow box for your girlfriend right now. Fuck arts and crafts is hard. Yes. Arts and crafts is not my forte. Be careful, Flex. Be careful. I'm not gonna play the talisman into that. I'm just gonna play this and pass, I think. Eh. It is really tempting to play the talisman, right? You know what? Okay, let's do it. Because of the Thought Knots here next turn. Like, obviously I'm giving them a free card, and I'm kind of priced into casting the Fatal Push. But I get to go Thought Knots here into Explosives. So I think it's good. You want to play Spear there? Maybe I could play Spear instead of the Fatal Push. I don't know. I guess if I'm playing the Talisman, why do I need to cast the Push there? Yeah, maybe that was better. I think that's close. Paladin, I don't know what this card does. 1 mana, target permanent gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. If it's an artifact creature, it gets +2/+2. Only human is a valid excuse. What's up, Brickmaster Flex? I mean, the argument to not casting Fatal Push is because my follow-up is a creature. I don't necessarily need to cast you know what I mean? Like, I don't plan on casting any non-creature spells much after that. That was a hell of a draw. So now I can actually just go Shadow Spray, equip, hold. Oh no, I can't push because they have the stupid blacksmith skill. Huh. What does this card do again? Hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. If it's an artifact creature, it gets +2/+2. Okay. Yeah, I know they're going to make a token, but I don't want to push the token, right? Oh, that is an excellent point. Oh, I forgot about that. That is an excellent point. I totally forgot about that. That's actually sick. Yeah, loses indestructible and hexproof. That's actually sick. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, totally forgot about that. Yeah, so I can just attack and hold up push plus Shadow Spear activation. I don't think I'm going to kill the Saga token right away. Yeah, I think I'm going to let them go off. I think I'm going to let them go off. Because I can set up a pretty big blowout with explosives. I think. Because I think I'm going to jabate them. Oh. Alright, well, I'm going to fetch now. Guess they needle me. And then I'm going to let Saga happen. So we know this is 6 of their cards. Literally the first time the activated ability in Shadow Spear has been used? Yeah, pretty much. Wait, did I not clear out a land? Okay. Yeah, they have these 5, +2 draw steps. I've used it before. I've played against Boggles before, and I've used it. They got their own Shadow Spear. Okay. Sure. And they played the Nexus. Sentinel. Okay. So now do I just EE for 0? It's an aggressive attack. What's the best way to play this? Paladin skill, Sunbaked Canyon is their hand. We have Perfect Information. So if I eat you for 0, pay 1 for the Sentinel, pop it. Well, I don't even have to pop it. I can just attack and hold it up, right? I'm just wondering if I want to do it for 2. Like, what I could do is push this, play EE for 2. I feel like that's worse, right? Yeah, I think I'm just going to let this happen. I'm going to take this. A newer to modern, I think I messed up by buying all the decks. I own 4-color Blink, Mill, Murktide, Enchantress. Jeez, that's a lot of decks. I've been told I should pick one and play it only if I want to start winning games on a merit. But yeah, so what I would recommend, Brickmaster Flex, is like really like pick a deck and play a ton of games with it to get used to it, and like play a lot of them. You can play a lot of the matchups and figure out how to learn the deck first. You know, I think that's what I would recommend. Wanna take it away. I think you'll get a lot more use out of your time if you try to focus on one deck early. You know what I mean? Like try to focus on one deck first. I think you'll get a lot more use beneficial out of your time. You know what I mean? Okay, that happens. Yeah, the 4-color deck is definitely something you would want to spend a lot of time on. You know they have a Paladin left. Resolves. Love to see it. Love to see it. That was gas. When's the last time that happened? When's the last time that was relevant? You know for a fact they didn't see that either. You know for a fact they did not see that. Okay. Serve my right to be afraid. Should I push this? What just happened? So they gave their creature hexproof and indestructible until end of turn with the explosives on the stack, which I let resolve, and then activated the Shadow Spear to make their creature lose hexproof and indestructible. I wonder if I should push. I mean, if they want to chump block, I'm kind of okay with that, right? Kind of down if they want to chump block. I wonder if they're going to. They are down with that. I can even just go Ashiok, pay for Sentinel, still hold up push. Yeah, like this. Because I just want to get more cards in exile for the Nullifier the turn after, so. Makes their Luris worse, still have push up. I mean, I guess they could have another Blacksmith skill now that I don't have the Shadow Spear activation up, but I think it's okay. Is there anything Shadow Spear can't do? We call it the concession stick for a reason. We call it the concession stick for a reason. Okay. Lots and lots of Paladines. It's going to let Ashiok take 2. We should have this game pretty much locked up, right? What, Shadow Spear? Yeah, we call it the concession stick. Well, we used to call it the concession stick when we were playing the Asmo decks. Because I know early on a lot of people didn't have it in their Saga decks, but it's one of their better draws. Not a fan of them drawing that card. Not a fan of them drawing that card. They're not actually dead. They're close to dead, but... Because they can suicide this to go to 5, and then only take 3. No, because they can suicide this. They can gain 2 life. So not quite dead. But they have to bin their Sentinel to not die. Unless they forget this does flying. I can push it, though. Oh, right, I can push it. That's a good point. Yeah, I can just push it. Yeah, if they attack, I can just push. Okay, well, they didn't attack. I guess I'd give them a card, but who cares if I give them a card? Yeah. Yeah, I could just push it. They chose not to attack anyways, but... Okay. Oh, what a wonderful life. Going to game number 3. Opponent's like, why can't I block this? Why can't I block this? Moto is bugged, hello. I like our sideboarding plan, I think. See, the Shadow Spear. The Shadow Spear literally carried the entire game. The Shadow Spear literally carried the entire game. That's true. We found something that Shadow Spear doesn't actually do, even though it does almost everything else. We found the one thing it doesn't do. Does not provide reach. Yeah, it was a sweet game. This hand is kind of sketchy. Am I, like, obligated to keep every hand with a Fatal Push? What's up, Distinction? Alright, I'm gonna keep and lose. That's true, we get the Shadow Spear, too. Perfect draw step. Perfect draw step. This deck is E-Tron, but with different bad cards. Hey, you be quiet. What did Matter of Shaper ever do to you? Trust me, Killer Germ, by the time you come back, I'm going to lose this game. Remember that time I kept this hand? And then I drew back-to-back uncastable cards? Remember when Oath first came out and Black White Eldrazi with Blighterder was meta? I do vaguely remember that, yeah. Oh my god, I can't win this game. I can't even cast Push because they're just going to get a cranial. Ugh. We're just super dead. It just doesn't matter at this point. Hand was fine, deck was not, yeah. I mean, the hand was pretty bad, right? Like, it was 2 4-drops, a Fatal Push, a Shadow Spear, and 3 lands. Like, that's not a good hand. It's like a barely passable hand, but... Show me another hammer. Okay. Blocks. Engineered explosives, please. Okay. Yeah, might buy me a turn. I have to cast Fatal Push this turn, right? I can't afford to cast Thought Nuts here. Which means I guess we'll go Cavern, Eldrazi. Cast this, pass. The mistake was Asmo wasn't the Dono deck? Yeah, that's fair. When in doubt, Asmo him out, as they say. When in doubt, Asmo him out. They're not attacking with Gingerbrutes? It's kind of weird. And they have no cards in exile. Well, I guess I can... No, I have to chump block, right? I feel like if I'm chump blocking, I should probably play this. Because I think it's the worst card in my hand by a lot. Can I help you find your wife on Craigslist? I don't think I can. I don't know about that. Cathar Commando. Jeez. Alright. Three, four, five, six. Do. Chump block. Don't think I have any outs. Don't think I have any outs. Don't think I have any outs. Twitch chat is weird. That's just kind of obvious, right? Like, I know basically nothing about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're keeping the same team. I really don't know exactly what's happening. I'm not 100% positive. Daybreak is where games at the end of their life cycle go to be military penny for as long as possible. So do they have like a history of not being able to save the game or something like that? You know what I mean? So, I mean, if that's the case, then... Right, exactly, yeah. Those are all old games. Current Magic Online team will form a new studio under the Daybreak Games family of studios and will continue to run the game in close collaboration with Wizards of the Coast. Okay. So it sounds like it's more of a group effort than anything. Alright, at least I can kill their homie. This matchup has got to be a bye, right? You said this time would be the last. So I've Stone Rain them twice the first two turns. It's always a good start. Dude, by the time Kilodrome comes back, the stream's gonna be over. He said he went to go take a small break. Literally, the stream's gonna be over by the time he comes back. That's hilarious. Counterspells seem bad. Damnation seems like it could be good. Kind of not really in on Thoughtseize. I want to cut a couple delays. Actually, Eliminate fucking sucks, right? Doesn't kill Yawgmoth. I'm just gonna do 3 delays. When I read they don't take games on to develop them, rather say the course and get what they can get for the old staff to do this shit like work in arena. Oh, so they're basically like trying to focus their efforts towards arena? I mean, that would kind of make sense, right? Yeah, I mean, they're probably not going to change much, but who knows how long it's actually going to last, right? Okay, that was not a good draw. That was not a good draw. Moto changes every set release. Well, not necessarily, right? They don't change a lot of the program. Like maybe they make some small, if there's a bug happening or stuff like that, but they don't do like a lot of infrastructure changes every set release. See, I was under the impression by reading the article is they were going to be doing like huge infrastructure changes. That's what I thought. I thought they were going to like change the entire program if they're handing it over to this new developer. Maybe I'm misunderstanding that though. Oh, I can just kill that. I'm not going to use the relic then. I'm just going to kill that thing. You said this time would be the last. Whoa, I don't know why that scared me. Brickmaster Flex converted from a Prime Gaming to a Tier 1 sub. Thank you for the Tier 1 sub. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome back, Brickmaster Flex. Hope you're having a good one today. Brickmaster Flex, 3 months. Thank you for the 3 months, buddy. I didn't know there was a difference. Appreciate you. So they probably cast Court in response. Yep, looks like Court in response. We have the Relic up, so things might be okay. I mean, they might just get a Grist, right? They probably just get a Grist. Yeah, they Court for 3. Well, there's a mana floating. I don't know if they meant to Court for 3, but to be honest with you, they probably should just get a Grist, right? Dude, I fucking love Spirit Box. I'll play you a song in the playlist. I'll tell you how much I love Spirit Box. Fucking love these guys. Kidding me? Geralf's Messenger. Mill plan activate. No blocks, because if they attack, I'm just going to block and then relic them. I don't have much faith in Daybreak, to be honest. I haven't heard much good things about them. A lot of the games they worked on are actual dead. Yeah, that's what people are saying is Warrock. Is it kind of premature to pop the Relic here? I don't know. I think it's worth it. I get the draw card, kill their messenger. I think it's fine, right? Like, because I'm gonna do this. They're gonna crack the catacombs. Then I'm gonna pop the relic. I think it's fine. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Are we really on the mill plan? I mean, each one of these is worth 20 cards, right? No, I guess I'm just on the Saga plan. I mean, I might as well activate, because I have 3 Ashiok, so whatever, but... I guess I also have this to find another relic, so yeah, this is totally fine. And they just can't do anything. Alright, Ashiok takes 1. If MTGO died, what would I pivot to streaming? I don't even want to. I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that. I don't have a good answer for you. If I woke up tomorrow, I know this is all hypothetical, but if I woke up tomorrow and MTGO just like for some reason just ceased to exist, I really don't know. I guess I'd have to play Arena, but I mean, I would assume so, because the thing about MTGO is people are more willing to put money into Magic Online because the economy isn't dog shit, you know? Like, the problem that everybody has with Arena is the terrible economy, right? And MTGO, like, actually has a good economy. That resolves. I don't know why they brought that in. I hope they name Ashiok so I can get some tutus. They named Relic. It's a good name. Team streams Fortnite. To be honest with you, I'd probably dip into some other like battle royale RPG stuff. I play a decent amount of COD. That's like the one game that I play off stream most of the time is Warzone. I'd probably become a Warzone streamer. I could have countered that, but yeah, whatever. Warzone streamer win? Legends of Runeterra? No. Would not be a Legends of Runeterra stream. Mill plan engage. Mill plan engage. This might be a bad plan, but comes in. Doesn't Arena just have an awful meta? Standard doesn't make good. Well, that too, Snake. Yeah, that too. Like both standard and historic are pretty bad in terms of the metagame, so just be an ASMR streamer. See, I told you we were gonna finish the stream before Kilogerm even came back. All right, chat. We got a 3-2.